just want to speak about like how you should just like embrace like being single, life lesson. Because I remember back then, after high school, immediately after breakup, I jumped onto dating apps and then went on many dates and dates and dates. And then it only occurred to me that none of these relationships are working. You know why? Because like my heart is not healed, and that I know you don't want to feel like the odd one out because all of your friends are in a relationship and then you're gonna be left out. But take it from me, rather heal your heart and focus on yourself, because I feel like we as women we like to invest our time and our energy in motivating others people. It can be friends, it can be family, it can be a boyfriend. Like just take some time, maybe a year or 2 years, just for yourself. Set your goals and prioritize your goals, you know. Because when you're single, you realize that you learn. You learn to love yourself. You learn to basically get to know yourself, because when you've been like in a relationship, in and out, in and out, in and out, it's like you kind of like lose yourself, because you're always in situations where guys are like, no, don't act like this, don't do this, you should behave like this and this and this. When you're single, when you're in a single season, you like realizing how who you are and how you want to be treated. And nobody should ever tell you that you should lower your standards. Like, no, if that man if that man wants you, keep that standard there. Don't lower it just because he's like, why must I pay for your dates and that? You get my point, what I'm trying to say. Because when you are ready to date, standards is gonna be here. And if that man can't keep up with the standards, you're not lowering it. You're gonna wait and be patient until the right one comes. Also, good things take time. And every time I'm laughing because me, I just used to want to be in a relationship, even though like it wasn't working and wasn't working. But me, I'm just like, nah, man. That's what I learned. And then what I learned is like, I learned, I learned that I don't need a man to tell me like I'm beautiful. Like, I look myself in the mirror and I'll be like, you gorgeous. Like, come on now. Like they be always using these pickup lines like you're gorgeous and that. If you just focus on yourself, you learn your own self-love and knowing that you don't need a man to tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself every day, sweetie pie, like you gorgeous. You can have any man you want, okay? Because they be taking advantage of us and things, you know what I mean? I think just because they're calling us gorgeous, we must not fall for that. No, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that trap. It's a bunch of nonsense, I'm telling you. Yeah, and then you're gonna realize when you're single, you realize, okay, this is how I want to be treated. Spoil yourself, I'm telling you. Go on solo dates. I say go on solo dates, literally just you, yourself, me, myself, and I. We going. You sit at the restaurant and then you eat your food. But one thing about going on a solo date is avoid being on your phone, I'm telling you. Just engage with your thoughts. Don't care what people are gonna think. You're sitting alone in a restaurant and that, because people, you can be sitting with someone there, you can be sitting alone. People are always gonna judge and that, and you shouldn't care them. Focus is just on yourself. You doing this you're showing yourself that um self-care, self-love, and knowing the value of yourself. Don't wait until the next man is gonna come that you must not treat yourself. No, sweetie pie, treat yourself with your own money. I'm telling you. Start that business you've been wanting to start, but because you were occupied in a relationship, you didn't. All that goals you had planned and that, do it. Now's the time to do it in your single time. Start the YouTube you've been wanting to start. It seems scary, but do it. Because like if you're not gonna do it now, when are you gonna do it though? You must be your only support. Because nobody's gonna support you and motivate you. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be real with you. People don't want you to succeed in that. So when you're alone and single, that's the time you build momentum. Make a schedule. Schedule the day in your life like your ideal self, you know. For example, you waking up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Your higher self. What is she doing when she's waking up? Is she going to Pilates classes? Is she going to boxing classes? Is she running? If she's doing that, like, then take up a sport. Why I say take up a sport is so you can, like, basically block all the noise and just focus on yourself and, like, heal your heart, cleanse your heart. And the best way to do that is